The roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
As the excitement continues to swirl after that return, if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about keeping that excitement going. Already in scoring position, I've got to take some shots at the end zone right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. And he is going to be stopped. Behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
11 mighty.
Here's Burrow. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
Come on. 19.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Texans in 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
South. All right. 18. That's right.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
180. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tony.
On the ground, it's a rookie from Tennessee. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Stroud looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Fairbairn on for the field goal.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. While they're able to come away with the interception, Charles, they aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Right back to Brown. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Here we go.
Trying for it with Pirine. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise that it was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11, 11, 11, 11.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. That's caught. Andre Yoshibas. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Gets by him, and now they're in daylight. And they will finally get him to the ground at the Texans 11. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chase Brown, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Evan McPherson for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Here we go.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And 6.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. As Stroud now to throw. Well, this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. 4th down. Corliss Waitman now on to punt. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Gun. Cut. 180. 11. Cut.
They go play action with Burrow. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be taken at the 10. Good open field tackling there. 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's out past the 10 to about the 12. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
South. Here we go. Let's go. 11. 18.
Play action. Stroud now. That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards.
At the 44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Oh, ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Down to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. Play action. Here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to move back in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
Bengals 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Take over a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here we go.
Another run for Brown on second down. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Running right, here's Brown. The 20, 5, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. That was so well-timed. Just a perfect throw on the slam.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
18. What's up?
Throwing now is Stroud. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Well, they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And how about the coverage here in the end zone? That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away on third and goal.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Gets around him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
11. Here we go.
Up the middle, here's Pirine. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On 1, ready?
Now a 3rd and 6.
Let's get set. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
A gain of 15. First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go. Ready? 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete. That's Brown. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
180. Place hot. 11 MT.
Burrow will throw. Open man is Yoshibas. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little
counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Hey, uno more.
Now Stroud. This one left side caught by Collins. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Oh, hey. Hey, south.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 to the 40.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
Here we go. 19 Texas. 18. 9.
Stroud out of the gun here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Gun. That.
Play action. It's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there of 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
11. Hot. 180. 180.
And Burrow going to throw again. Now a short one to Gesicki. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here we go. 180.
In motion left is Higgins. Burrow looking to pass. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Get set. 11. Back in.
Now they go play action now. Burrow connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are able to stretch out their lead.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button. And it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 from Bengals TD. So that, a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
South. 18.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Caught here, right side, no. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 more yards there and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's the 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. To the left side, finds his receiver Noel. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go, let's go. 118. What's that?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 7. And Stroud now to throw. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Jaden Higgins, 29 yards. And the Texans are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead.
Texans 20.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Back now in Houston. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the fourth. 2nd down and 3.
Here we go, here we go. At 80. Dot.
Burrow on play action. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
And the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 25 yards.
Gun.
First down, Cincinnati.
11 empty.
They'll hand it to Pirine. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Can. 11.
Now it's Burrow. With slant caught by Chase. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The LSU connection. Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They run it with Pirine on first down. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
On one, ready? Here we go, here we go. Time.
Again, here's P-Ryan. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run through.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
On the 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Why Tony?
Stroud to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
All right. Tony. Good eye. Buggy. Hey, uno. Hey.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And audible here to get a new look.
Hey, uno more. Hey, south. 11. Good eye.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Here we go.
P-Ryan, draw play. Yeah, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Well, this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop them behind the line for the 2nd straight play. Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Can. 11.
Here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. And that will keep this a 15-point game. This one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down. Stroud looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th.
Stroud now on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 23. Stroud looking to change the play.
Why Tony?
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's 1st and goal. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and unforced the incompletion.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Oh, ready?
Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Look the hot. 18, 11. Hey, uno.
Again, it's Stroud. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Oh, Nike Texas. Tony.
Stroud back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's 2nd down.
Hey, south. Ow, the side.
Here's Stroud. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
18.
Stroud looks to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught inside the 30. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
18. Okay. 11. Tonight.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. his way forward. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shot. At the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Something taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't take child and let me be.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
from the 47. It's 2nd and 5. Once again, they run with Mixon. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of the play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Running left, it's Mixon. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff on him for the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's 2nd down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
All right. 118. What's that?
A draw play for Mixon. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back.
38-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown will win it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
11 coming. 180.
To throw, Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they'll get him down as as he's inside the 40.
Gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down. A gain of 15 yards. And a Bengals first down.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially get out of here with a tie. And this is not going to do it. It's no good. An ambitious effort to try and force this game into sudden death, but it was not to be, and they fall by 3 in overtime. So 3 points, the deciding margin, and the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long kick, we've almost gotten to the point with these kickers these days, anything inside 60, we just expect them to make it, but that was a tough pressure kick.
I love how you brought that up, though. That is so true, because the kickers have almost done themselves a disservice by being so good. Exactly right. And when they do miss it, I'm not sure we give enough gravity to the idea of, that's a really long kick in a difficult situation, folks. Tough attempt, and he missed.
So for the Texans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.